Right. And it is not going to let me climb over there. God, there's more people to speak to and more codex entries, which I can read in my own time, because nothing would make a more boring video for you guys than if you had to watch me read the codex entries. Right, so that's... Okay, speak to Cash, speak to Kandros, speak to the scientists. That's what we've got left. Well, I do believe there's a room over here. Cash. Oh, this is the Krogan. The female Krogan, I believe. Oh, base pad. For posterity, in case the initiative goes belly up. And it's called Same Shit, Different Day. The Nexus is a 4-ring circle. Don't like how Tan operates, and his disdain for the Krogan is obvious. I believe his intentions are ultimately good, but he's an opportunist who is likely to create dissent. I don't see the Nexus coming together if he's left unchecked. It's already polarising Addison. She's taken the cue to circle the wagons. I think I can talk to Kandros about this and at least try to get the two of us more coordinated. Or maybe not. Seriously hate this kind of drama. Krogan drama. That's the worst kind of drama.
Yes, I know the Hyperion docking unannounced caused some switches to blow. That's fine. I don't care. We know the problem is more widespread than we thought. We're working to fix it. That's all. My crew's working on it.
Okay.
We moved to the ops center. There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that needs doing. At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
What is your job?
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
Tan. Ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
Yes, we've heard about this.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
With your clan gone, why did you stay?
It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, was killed.
Yeah, I heard about that as well.
What happened to Jean Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
And I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever. And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. But that's a detail, according to some. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
The good old Genophage. Maybe we can get Mordin to sing about it. I miss Mordin.
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with the Genophage.
Right. The Genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
Poor souls, they don't even know about the cure.
No wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show a mutation against the virus. A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
I'm actually very happy to hear that, because the Krogan really didn't deserve what they got. And I always cure the genophage in Mass Effect 3, always.
Nothing more for now.
Later.
Because there really are some, like, good Krogan that show the good side to them. And then there's people like Rex's brother. An absolute arsehole. So, what is left? I mean, let's get rid of these again. So if I go on to journal, it was additional tasks, wasn't it? So speak to Kandros, speak to the scientists. So that's the Nexus operations. Nexus operations. Nexus operations. Nexus operations. So, speak to Kandros. Speak with a scientist. So Kandros is down there. What's down here? Hello. Ah. Goodbye, Cora. I think she wants me to go to the new ship. So I shall not be doing that yet. Should have a look around though. Arms merchant. Hello, mister.
Weapons and stuff. I got you covered. Use the console to take a look through what I got. It'd be a lot easier if I weren't missing half my stock.
Ouch. Why am I paying for these?
Half the supplies are inaccessible, what with how we crash landed and all. And I have to trade with the crooks out there for the rest, so...
Oh, let's see what we got. Where's my money? Holy crappy diddly do, I've only got 182 credits. The prices are too steep and you should be ashamed of yourself. What's this? Security footage? Kandros, as you're aware, was a mutiny aboard the Nexus during your absence. Events escalated quickly, but we believe it began with a fire in hydroponics and theft in the armory. Motivations for the uprising vary. Mob mentality was certainly a factor, but for the leaders, including your predecessor, former security director Sloane Kelly, it was a conscious betrayal. There have been perfunctory attempts to catalogue and address the damages caused by Sloane's people during the uprising. Supplies stolen, equipment broken, things of that nature. But I was hoping the militia could step in and draw up an official report. It's imperative that we know what we are working with if we are going to survive. Director Tan. Damage control. Director Tan, I need my people focused on defending the station, not taking inventory. If you really need militia oversight, I'll get Sergeant Nels to look at it. That said, it was my understanding the exiles were more Calyx's people than Sloane's. Isn't he the one who started the mutiny, Kandros? More damage control, reports. To Kandros. Calyx Corvanis may have started it, but Sloane made her allegiances clear. I know she held you in high regard, but I hope you can be impartial when it comes to this task, Director Tan. And this is back to Tan from Kandros. Sloane Kelly is not who I thought she was. There might be a problem, Kandros. To Kandros from Tan. Good, then you won't object to sending a small and discreet reconnaissance team to find out where Sloane and the exiles might have gone. When we do get colonial efforts up and running, I don't want any surprises, Director Tan. And then report from Tan to Kandros. Forwarding report from Recon Team 232. Trail's cold. Found what looks like abandoned camps in the Pfeiffer system, but none with living inhabitants, only graveyards. The conspirator, our reader, was among the dead, but not Sloane Kelly. Kandros. So this Sloane Kelly was the head of security, and yeah, I'll take all of that. By the looks of it, she's still on the run, and she is a little bit of a threat to him.
What if they store oxygen in porous tissue, like Quiro's rock?
Oh, we'll go speak to the scientist.
Life is infinitely adaptable, as our expedition proves.
Let me speak to you.
You must be the Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Herrick, my colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
What fields do you study?
Herrick's into life sciences. I do planetary geology, oceanography, rocks and runoff. Aradana's the space and math whiz.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
Ooh, there's 3 people to talk to, right.
Pathfinder, those bioscans are superb. Could you gather more for our comparative conservation effort?
Yeah, sure.
What conservation effort?
Ah, my thesis is on the console there. Broad strokes, we're comparing and preserving organisms from both galaxies. If you donate more bioscans and samples to the catalog, I can get you a finder's fee. Tempted?
I sure as hell am.
Hi, Pathfinder. Want to hit some rocks for science?
Try and stop me, I'm very optimistic
Absolutely.
about this.
What do you need?
Sam and I used your scans and made a VI for geophysics surveys. Beta builds on the console there. Test it out in the field, and I'll wrangle you a consultant's bonus from Director Addison. How's that sound?
Right, so are these going to be additional tasks? So they don't... Access terminal. Alright. So they might need to be done on another planet. But where is the terminal actually? Is there one about? Oh, one does not see one.
Pathfinder, we've had some trouble.
Anything I can help with?
Perhaps. I discharged an away team to get readings from a section of the Scourge that was behaving anomalously. They haven't reported in for some time, and sensors can't locate their shuttle. I sent them out there. Good, dedicated people. I fear what might have happened to them.
Hey, have hope. I'll find them.
Don't give up hope. When I'm out there, I'll see if I can find them.
Their friends and family will want to know what's happened, and I need to know. The beauty of the cosmos unfolds in your planet scans, Pathfinder, but there is more they can do.
Do you have something in mind, Doctor?
Plans for a school are underway to inspire a new generation of young minds. I want to craft a model of the cluster for them, accurate and splendid from your data. My prototype is on that console. Add more scans to improve it, and I will share my educational budget with you, and my thanks.
Alright, so there's a lot of accessing terminal. Which terminal? Activate, what's this? Since we are, by definition, an invasive species in Andromeda, our inevitable footprint must be laid carefully and we must preserve anything we replace. The Helios cluster represents an unexpected challenge. We arrived with seed archives and DNA banks to ensure preservation of the biodiversity of the Milky Way. But this cluster is scarred by the Scourge, and its unique flora and fauna are threatened by its turbulence. That too requires conservation. Patch notes. Streamline interface with only blah blah blah. The 3 initial system models will be complete by next week. We shall see our place in the world. Right, so they've just added an extension to the... Okay, that's done. So I've got to find the missing scientists. That'll be on one of the planets I go on. Scan planets across Helios. Okay. Nice, so... Last up for the side missions was to speak to Kandros. And I cannot find Kandros. But hello, Liam.
Pathfinder, no time for our beer yet. This place is a mess. Security is... let's call it strained.
I can believe it. The Nexus is running on empty.
Not just that. A lot of the exiles were security. Everyone was trained and armed for Frontier. We know Ket are dangerous, and now we have to worry about our people too. No idea where they went, but they left mad.
Oh yeah, let's not write them off at the moment. Once they meet the Ket, they might actually decide to come back.
They were frustrated. If they just wanted to kill, they could have fought to the last here.
Apparently we're the big hope for everyone. Not the Hyperion showing. Just us. I'm with you. It's just... a lot.
This wasn't in the job description. We have to find a world, then save it.
Glad it's not just me feeling it. But it's not just you either. We're a team, right? It's what they need us to be.
That's true, that, Mr. Liam.
Pathfinder, I'm feeling less bad about missing a year of this. Everyone's beaten down. Nothing to do but watch the reserves shrink.
And now all eyes are on us.
All I know is, we have to fix it.
Strike team missions. What is this?
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100.
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Turian Ark.
What's the word on the Turian Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket?
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
They don't even speak to their own people. I mean, we saw them in the cutscene. They're mutes.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the good one.
The good one?
The Kandros family is old military. There were expectations, you know? Then my sister became a sculptor and cousin Irene went pirate on Omega. Everyone was proud that I stayed in service.
Oh.
But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure? Jen Garson's dream was so grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it.
I knew I recognised that name. Kandros. The Omega DLC in Mass Effect 3. Nyreen Kandros. Yeah, she died, but I mean, she's still alive. Well, she's not because it's 600 years in the future, but she's dead, but she's going to be dead. But yeah, I knew I recognised that name. I didn't realise it was his sister. Wow. Dude, your sister was pretty awesome.
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those Ket found us. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to warn the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
That sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So-so. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. But it's hard to focus with our arc missing.
It's rough out there. I might need backup, if you can spare the people.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious firepower, my Apex teams have you covered. In fact, I could give you authority to dispatch them. It'll cut down their response time.
Thank you.
Our current ops are on the terminal. See if there's anything that could use a shot where it counts.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
I should go. Right, so what is this strike team? Alright, well, I'll speak to the distraught Taurian in a second. I want to check out this strike team thing first. What's this? Lieutenant, based on status report 16C, it seems we're no closer to gaining a foothold in any sector. Without decent recon and greater intel on this enemy, I'm starting to think our efforts are futile. The risks involved in continued losses of resources and lives make it hard to justify. With morale this low, we need to scale down expectations again. Kandros. Okay, let's check out these strike team
This
missions.
console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder. Please speak with Tyrion Kandros for authorization to participate.
But I already have.
That's the console for our strike teams.
What are they?
Assault and extraction squads. When we need the best, I have Apex. Combat experts who've signed up to defend us. Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
I'll deploy your people carefully, Kandros.
Appreciate that, Ryder. But trust me, Apex can handle themselves. Authorization complete. Good luck out there.
So these are on the multiplayer as well, actually, I've seen. So select to complete a multiplayer or to assign a strike team. These missions are currently available for your strike team. Select a mission with cross to send a strike team. This icon displays the difficulty of the mission. So how do I know what... Oh, yeah, look, the colour of the difficulty. I was looking at the number of teeth. 'Cause I know some games it's like the skull changes or something. They've got 2 hours to do the false flag operation. It's on bronze, so let's check that out. Would you like to play this Apex mission in multiplayer or send a strike team? We'll send a strike team. Yeah, let's go. 70% chance of success. Nice.
This is
Right.
wrong. Just wrong.
Well, Mariette, I will see to you in a second. Just want to get rid of these. I always hate it when there's like a notification. Right. So, scan Andromeda wildlife, scan the planet, scan minerals, find the missing science vessel. See, 3 of those are just things that are going to get completed over time, like Mass Effect 1 had. So that's good. Finding the arcs.
It's not right. It's not fair.
What's wrong?
Oh my, you're... So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us. There's hope at last. Maybe you could help. You're impartial. This whole thing has gotten so political. My husband, he's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
Yeah, what was the crime?
What exactly was he convicted of?
They don't exile you for petty theft. Well, maybe this bunch would. They say it's murder. They're calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, but the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have. There are witnesses and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident. His name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
I'd be happy to.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure the jailer will allow you a visit. Please, tell Nilken I love him.
Speak with the prison guard. Speak with the prison guard, right. Oh yes, I've leveled up actually, so we'll focus on combat now actually. If I improve assault rifles and give myself barricade. Yes, I say one barrier. Let's get a bit of that tech in as well. No, actually, no, let me upgrade pistols, because I've got a pistol anyway, so I might as well improve the strength of it. What about Cora and Liam? Well... Right, well that's 1 point used for Cora. Right, same for you, I'll use a point for you on that. Right. Speak with the prison guard. So, where is this prison guard? Over there.
Help you?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilken Rensis.
Ah, our murderer. Wife's here all the time. Guess she told you her sob story. Nilken, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanting to chat with you.
The Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
I'm not here to exile you. Told your wife I'd look into things.
At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, overrun by hostiles, our leader dead. The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
Then he ended up dead.
So when he was killed, people assumed you did it?
For good reason. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and I guess I panicked and fired. A witness saw the chief's chest explode.
So it was unintentional then?
Sounds like an accident.
That's what I told them. But I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
Don't throw in the towel yet. I'll review the evidence. Maybe I can find something that'll help.
That would be great. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you access. Maybe there's still hope.
Yes, maybe so.